Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I'm so sorry I didn't upload on Sunday. I have been having such a stressful time at the minute, just feeling a bit not myself. So I'll actually do a video on that at some point, just to talk through everything with you guys, just because I feel like that would help. But anyway, as you can tell from the title of today's video, I'm going to be trying out the colour changing foundation that has been going all over the internet for, I'd say, a good couple of months now. Now this is the TLM foundation, colour changing and adjusting naked. So this is what it looks like. So it looks like a white foundation. I've seen quite a few videos on this, but I'm not too sure if they're actually real or whether they're hyped up to look amazing and snippets of different videos. So I'm not too sure, so I thought I'd give it a go. So if you want to see whether this foundation actually works, whether it lasts through the day and how it changes to match my skin tone, then just keep on watching. On the side it says, created for the very latest high definition technology of the film and TV industry. Ultra HD advanced formulas look invisible on 4K camera and to the naked eye. Perfect for the makeup pros and for you. Ultra HD foundation feels like a second skin but still provides medium coverage, and the light diffusing formula looks natural and makes skin look flawless and feel moisturised. Exclusive 4K complex guarantees invisible, natural and comfortable makeup. The fluid texture blends in seamlessly and conceals imperfections to unify the skin's texture. Great for all skin types and features a full range of shades to cover all skin tones. So this is just one shade. It's saying a full range, so I'm guessing it just adjusts. This is so weird. So I'm going to take it out of the packet. I want to say this was about £15. Wait, let me have a look. Okay, so this foundation was £12.99. I ordered it off of Amazon, which is kind of a weird way to order foundation, but there you go. It says it's available in 3 adjusting shades, so I'm hoping, but this is just one shade. So I'm a bit confused. It keeps saying there's different ones, but... And it also, I think it's better applied with a brush, which is completely not me, to rub it into your skin. Looks freshly applied all day long, lasts up to 16 hours. Now I'm definitely going to be able to wear this for 16 hours. It is currently nearly 12 o'clock and I've only just sat down to film. Oh, it's really thick. That's not quite what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a foundation. So I'm going to take a bit, and this is what it looks like, and then I'm going to rub it into my hand. I'm really scared that this is like a moisturiser and that's why it's disappearing, because it's just disappeared. So I'll do the same with this bit. That is amazing. How the hell does it do that? It kind of smells like sun cream, which is not my favourite smell in the world. Yeah, it's got SPF 15 in it, but it smells literally like a cream of some sort, which is why I said it feels like a moisturiser. That's the sort of texture it feels, and that's how it gives you on your hands. It doesn't feel like a foundation. Look at that. Just, I can't tell whether it actually covers. So one thing, it just feels like you're just wiping it into your face and it just kind of disappears, a bit like a moisturiser. So I'm going to try this out and we're going to see whether it actually works on my face. So I'm actually going to prime my skin. So it's actually giving colour off on there, if you see that. So it obviously isn't a moisturiser, but it's just so odd. See, it looks like foundation, so it doesn't just disappear into your skin like I thought it was going to. Okay, so I'm going to take my Tarte Smoothing Base Primer as always, and we're just going to prime our skin like I usually would. So I'm just going to speed this bit up for you guys. I really hope this works because this would be so cool. So I'm going to take a bit on the back of my hand. Oh, that was a lot. And I'm going to take my flat top brush and I'm just going to put it just a little bit here. I don't get how it can cover because surely it would just copy your skin. So surely it would just copy all the redness on your skin already. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in and we're just going to have a look. This is just one layer on my cheek. So this is without, so I've got a bit of redness on my cheek. I've got a few spots. I have more spots this side. But I'm naturally more red. And this is what it looks like on the other side. It hasn't really covered my imperfections here. And it hasn't covered here at all. And my bags are still as bad as they were. But it has kind of evened out my skin tone like it said it would. I'm going to try the other side with a sponge just to see whether that works. It smells a bit like when you go into like Specsavers, that smell of like melting plastic. Which is probably not the best smell for a foundation. Okay, so this is applied with sponge. It's a bit lighter, so whether it does need like a little bit more sort of moving around. And it has it kind of covered. It's not like I would like, but it does say medium coverage. And it hasn't covered my redness like I like. It's like a BB cream, so it gives a bit of coverage, but it doesn't give a lot, but it gives quite a bit of moisture. But I have only used like 2 pumps of this foundation and it's done this already, so it's pretty good. It hasn't settled into any of my lines yet. It does look pretty smooth. This is so weird. I was not expecting this. The redness on my spots are still quite bad. But I have got quite bad spots anyway. My bags, they're not covering it that much because I feel like it's just going to copy the blueness that's already there. I don't know. Obviously this will be a foundation I'm going to have to wear to see if it works. But this is crazy. It's quite trippy. Like I'm not too sure how I feel. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face just speedily. And we'll come back and see what we think. And I might do like another layer. Or I might just do another layer like automatically. But I'll come back in a second. Okay, so that is one layer all on my face. The coverage is actually pretty good and the colour match is actually amazing, which is so weird. I don't get how this works. It's really tripping me out. And how does it know that this is the colour of my skin when there's redness all over it? Like, I'm guessing they don't give away their secrets because I can't find it anywhere of like how it works. I get that it like adjusts to your your colour, but this is so cool. Like, if this doesn't make me break out because it smells very chemically, this would be an amazing foundation. And it would be so good for when you like get a tan because it would just adjust to your tan, which is so awesome. So I'm going to go off camera, finish up all my makeup, finish up doing the foundation and everything, and then I'll be back to talk more about my thoughts and my first impressions of this foundation, and then we'll get on with the rest of our day. Okay, so now I have concealed, I've done my eyebrows and I've powdered, so I'm going to zoom you back in and we're going to talk about how it feels and how it settled into my skin and what it feels like at the minute, and then I'm going to go back off and finish everything else. So when you zoom in, This powder is awful, so just ignore the powderiness of my skin and the fact that it's kind of clung to different places. So my skin in general looks really good, but I will admit one thing. A lot of this is Tarte Shape Tape Concealer because I did not get the coverage that I liked from the foundation, because I love full coverage, as you guys know, and this bit round here did not cover at all. You can still see a bit of the redness. It also has gone like orange where I've put the powder on. It's not all one uniformed colour like I would like it can sense the different skin tones in my skin. See how like it's yellowy here and then it's quite neutral down here and like orangey under my eyes. You can see it more in real life. Obviously it does not help that this powder is not great. It feels really lightweight on my skin. It doesn't feel like I've got about a million layers of foundation on. It feels really nice. It also came off my lips like super easy, which is quite nice because you usually have to like scrub up my lips to get it off because I really hate cakey lips. But yeah, it all looks one uniform colour. I just feel like I look a bit yellowy. But I'm not too sure whether that's just because that powder has gone a bit weird. I've rubbed it off on my hands, but when I had it on my hand, it suddenly got all these like red lines in it, which makes me say it's like got that yellowy undertone. But I don't know how it works, so I'm not too sure. But it feels nice. It has covered everything, but I did need quite a bit of Tarte Shape Tape to cover my under eyes because it didn't do anything for them. So yeah, I'm going to go back off and I'm going to bronze and I'm going to come back and just talk through it a bit more because then I would have worn it for about an hour by then. So we will see what I think then. Okay, so I have finished my whole look. I've even done a puppy yellow, which is very weird. I actually quite like it, so we're going to see what happens with that. So back to the foundation. When I was blending in my bronzer, it really clung this side and this side blended out really nicely. My forehead is super patchy, which doesn't ever happen with other foundations apart from the ones I've been trying out recently. I don't know whether it's because I've been trying out so many new foundations at the minute that my skin is just screaming at me to stop, but I like how this foundation feels. It hasn't settled into my lines, my under eyes look concealed, it has matched my neck perfectly, but there's no line. I really like this. It feels super lightweight. It feels like a moisturiser. It hasn't dried out my skin. It just feels amazing. I actually really like it. I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day. Go about my day. I've got to tidy up my room. It is a complete mess. Obviously having two people in here and filming in here, it gets a bit chaotic. So I've got to sort that out at the minute. Go have something to eat because I am hypoing and I need to actually treat that. But I'm going to see how this foundation lasts. I'm going to do one more zoom in and we're going to see how this looks close up. Okay, apart from the fact that this isn't blended. I actually really like the yellow. Right. So you can see that this bit is really dark and it just hasn't blended nicely. But I like how it looks. Apart from the fact that it has grabbed at certain bits. I don't know whether I like how it looks or whether I just like how it feels. But it feels super lightweight. I don't know whether I'd wear it again, to be honest, because like some other foundations, it took a lot to layer up to what I wanted it to. But the fact that it matches perfectly is amazing. At the minute, I approve of this, apart from the fact that it's not full coverage. So I don't know at the minute. I'm going to go about my day and then I'll give a final verdict at the end of the day once we know how it looks. So I'm going to go about my day and I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys, so I'm back. It is now the end of the day. It is currently 10:15 at night. So I've had this makeup on, or this foundation on, for about 10 hours now. I haven't done any touch-ups, I haven't touched anything on my face, so I thought I would zoom you guys in and we will have a look at how this makeup looks and how it's lasted. Okay, so this is us all zoomed in. So It hasn't gone shiny, which is so weird because everything usually goes shiny. It hasn't gone like super sticky and oily, which is really, really nice. My spots are starting to poke through, which is kind of annoying because that is like the one thing I want foundation to do, is at least cover my spots. As I just said, it has lasted really nicely. I do like this foundation, but I don't like the coverage that it gives. I'd rather have a full coverage than a medium coverage because I had to put quite a bit on to even get a medium coverage. I'd say it's more like a tinted moisturiser kind of coverage than a foundation coverage, or maybe a BB cream, so there's a little bit more coverage in there. It did also grab at my like bronzer, which never usually happens. So my final verdict is, if you want something that matches your skin tone perfectly, which a BB cream doesn't always do because they don't make that many shades of it, this would be perfect. If you don't mind working to layer up and put concealer over the top, then again it will be perfect. And if you're also on a budget, because it's a pretty cheap foundation, and for it to match your skin tone really well is really difficult with a cheaper foundation, so I would recommend it for that. I, however, probably wouldn't wear it. I don't like the smell of it. I'm worried that when I take this off I'm going to end up with like really bad breakouts tomorrow because of the smell and just what it was like when I was putting it on, because it did smell very chemically. That is like one of my things. I don't like things that smell super chemically. I don't mind where it smells like, oh yeah, this is meant to smell like this. It smelled like something you'd find in like a doctor's or like Specsavers. It just smelled weird. So I probably wouldn't wear this again. It will stay in my drawer. I might reach for it someday, but I'm not too sure. It does last really well though. For something that's been on for 10 hours, and I have been like tidying up and doing other things. I have been on a walk, so I think it actually looks pretty good. So if you did like today's video, guys, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my videos. I try and upload Wednesday at 7 PM, Friday at 7 PM and Sunday at 7 PM. It doesn't always work out. I do have a full-time job as well, so I upload when I can. I do try and stay consistent as much as I can. Hopefully I'll be getting Callum on my channel at some point. We'll see what happens with that. But I hope you guys have a good week. Don't forget to comment below any other videos you want to see, anything else you want me to try out, and I will get round to them. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.